Hi everyone, this is Etta again. I just want to talk just a small amount about my tomatoes. Always tomatoes and making signs and stuff. I tell you what, I'm having a terrible, terrible time of keeping up my signs up on my street off of the main street that our street for the main drag street, off. Keeping the signs up because people keep tearing them down. I don't know who's doing it. It could be children, it could be an adult, who knows these days. But someone evidently does not like to see my signs up there on them posts. They keep ripping them down. Now, day before yesterday, when my husband and them got back in the afternoon, he said they were there. But yesterday morning when we started out, I says, oh my golly, my signs are gone. Because I very seldom go out or go anywhere. So anyway, he said, yes they are, they're gone. I says, well, I will have to get some poster board today. And so anyway, we went out and we done a lot of shopping in grocery stores and stuff. But we also went to Walmart to get my poster board. I could have got it at the other stores, but I just slipped my mind. And when we finally at Walmart, I said, oh my goodness. And my husband said, well, it'll probably be cheaper here than you could get it at other stores anyway. So anyway, his leg was hurting him so bad that he went and sat in the car. He says, it won't, he said, you're just about finished. I said, yeah, as soon as I get my poster board. So I didn't know exactly where. This is a huge supermarket. It's got groceries, it's got everything in it. So I didn't really know where to find it, and where I can't walk very far. And I get out of breath so good. So I asked this individual that worked for Walmart where I could find some poster boards. She says, you go right over here. As she pointed to in a different direction. So anyway, I went in that direction. I got over there and I looked and I looked and looked and looked and looked and looked. And I couldn't find any. Well, here comes two girls down the hallway that works for Walmart. They had the Walmart site. And they were giggling and laughing with each other as they come. And I said, say, may I interrupt you two just long enough because I'm looking for poster board. And I was told it was over in here. Oh, no. The poster boards are clear down there out that other end down there. You'll find it. It's about 5 or 6, 7 aisles back, that way back over there is where you'll find your poster board. I says, well, thank you. And so they act like they didn't care one way or the other. So here away I went. And I got there in the back. And I looked and I looked and I looked. And I was give out when I got there. And I was pushing this basket with all the other stuff that I'd purchased in it. So I had to stop. I had to literally stop. And I looked around, there's no place to sit, so I just leaned over on the basket. And this young man came by, he worked for Walmart. He says, ma'am, is there anything wrong? I says, well, yes. I'm give completely out, but I was sent back here to get poster board. They said it was poster board back here, and so help me if it's back here. He says, no way in the world is poster board back here. It's way up in the middle of the store up here. Buy school supplies and the arts, crafts and stuff. I says, goodness sakes. I said, well, don't send me, take me. He says, I'll be glad to take you up there, ma'am. I said, well, you walk kind of slow so I can keep up with you, because I said, I'm just about on my last leg here. So he was very considerate, this young man. But those other those other 3 women, they could have cared less that I talked to. And so we got up there and he says, well, here they are. He says, what kind of poster board did you want? I says, I wanted that neon bright green color. Well, he looked and looked, and he dragged this out, and he said, well, here it is. I said, well, what's with it? I says, he says, this is a packet. I says, a packet? I says, I just only want one poster board. He says, well, we do not sell the neon colors individually. They come in packets, and there was a bright orange in with it and a white one stuck inside this packet of 3. I says, well, I don't need but one poster board. And I said, it's funny to me that I can go to Fred Meyer or any drugstore, or, like Rite Aid, or, Buymark, or any of those, and I can buy individual poster boards. You mean you don't, Walmart of all things do not sell? He said, ma'am, he said, this is the way they come. They come in a package of 3. I said, well, I don't guess, how much are they? He says, $3.68 for a pack. I says, well, I don't guess I will be buying any poster board then. And he says, because the only poster board that we sell individually is the black and the white. And I stopped to think, and I says, well, how much are they a piece? And he said, they're only 38 cents a piece. I says, I'll take a white one. Because by that point, I knew by the time I got out of the store and got all the other things I had bought there in that store, and I went through the checkout stand and got to the car, that I was going home. I'd had it. I knew my day was in. My back was killing me. I got where I was short of breath. So, anyway, I got the white. And so, anyway, when I got home, well then, after we got things put up and everything, then last night, I went and made up my little signs. One big large poster board, I put it in 4ths. So I got 2 more to put up if they tear down these 2. But anyway, big white signs now with big letters on them saying tomatoes, 75 cents a pound, and my address and an arrow pointing down the street. So, who knows? They may be there and they may not be. My husband put them up as my son and him went out today fishing. But, just by the time the school kids come by, or whoever is doing it, could have ripped them down by the time they put them up. They could say, oh, they got the signs back up. We'll take them down again for them. Well, anyway, this is the 4th time that I've had to put signs up. So anyway, well, God bless the people who think they are doing me a favor by taking my signs down. So God bless and keep all of you too. Bye.